Three arms, two big stories on day one of Astros spring training. First, the role of closer, Josh Hader, five-time All-Star, the new guy, or Ryan Pressly, two-time All-Star who's been the guy. Well, on day one, Joe Espada smartly announcing that Josh Hader will have the ninth inning on most days, which is not a surprise given he was lured here by a $95 million contract. Hader and the Astros once again saying it will take everyone to win it all.
Our goal is to just build that relationship and just win ball games at the end of the day.
As for Pressly, he's here. Unfortunately, though, we haven't talked to him yet. Now, from those two arms, we go to the aces. Justin Verlander. Verlander telling us he's behind schedule due to a shoulder issue, a hiccup, if you will, while he prepared for the season, but it doesn't sound serious. Makes you wonder if the Astros should try and find another starting pitcher. GM Dana Brown, though, telling me he's always working that market, looking to find depth. So, on the first day, three arms, two big stories. And that's the story here from West Palm Beach. Jason Bristol, KHOU 11 News. Well, tonight we finally have Ryan Pressly's side of the story. The Astros' former closer now opening up about the team's decision to move him in favor of that All-Star, Josh Hader. Ryan Pressly on the mound Thursday and then in the clubhouse in front of microphones, explaining to me how, yes, he was surprised.
Yeah, it was a surprise, but
The Astros pursued and eventually signed All-Star closer Josh Hader to pitch most ninth innings, a role Pressly's had for each of the past three seasons.
he makes our team better. You know, he's hands down one of the best relievers in the game.
Pressly's right. Hader's numbers are superior. The Astros believe that duo, along with flame-throwing Brian Abreu, could well be baseball's best late-inning trio.
I think the ultimate goal is to hold that trophy at the end of the year, and both guys were on board.
Pressly tossed around 20 pitches during Thursday's side session underneath sunny skies here in West Palm. Even though Ryan Pressly's role is changing, pitching in the seventh or eighth innings during appearances, he claims his mindset is not.
It's the same thing, man. It's the same game. You still gotta go get three outs.
Now, the Astros did give Ryan Pressly a bit of a heads up about Hader's arrival. Ryan said the conversation was quick. It went something like this: Astros, hey, we're going to make a run at Hader. And the next day, he was here. Now, moving forward, it's all about winning a championship, and right now that's what's most important to Ryan Pressly and Josh Hader. Let's send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Jason, thank you.
There's more than 50 players in camp and just as many storylines. So right now, here's what we learned from day two of Astros spring training. We learned Ryan Pressly was surprised by the Astros' pursuit of All-Star closer Josh Hader.
Yeah, it was a surprise, but he makes our team better.
That's what Pressly told me in the clubhouse following his side session. Of course, Hader is taking over Pressly's job of pitching the ninth inning, while Ryan will now come in earlier. Will it change how Ryan Pressly goes about his business?
It's the same game. You still gotta go get three outs.
So there's Ryan Pressly. We also learned Justin Verlander must be feeling pretty good. Verlander tossing 15 to 20 pitches from a mound. He wouldn't have done that had he encountered any issues with his shoulder while playing catch beforehand. And we've learned top pitching prospect Spencer Arrighetti from Katy, well, his locker is next to Justin Verlander's in the clubhouse for a reason, courtesy of manager Joe Espada.
It was on purpose just to get him around those guys, to learn from some great players in there, potential Hall of Famers, All-Stars, you name it.
Spencer will likely start the season in AAA, and that's what we've learned from Thursday here at Astros spring training. We are your eyes and ears here in West Palm Beach, so here's what happened Friday at Astros spring training. Chas McCormick coming off a career year, well, he's not taking anything for granted.
If I perform, I'm going to play. If I don't, I'm not going to play.
Chas, of course, expected to play both some left and center field again.
My goal is to be consistent this year.
And Yainer Diaz says he's going to take it one day at a time.
Un día detrás del otro. Put one step in front of the other.
As he should become the team's new starting catcher. and Josh Hader on the mound. The Astros' new $95 million man with a large audience for this bullpen session. In fact, we've noticed a lot of pitchers like to hang around and check out the other pitchers' throw. Jose Urquidy telling me feedback can come along with that, like, hey man, I noticed you're doing this. Of course, the Astros have all those high-tech cameras watching every twist, turn, and pitch, and it's all part of getting ready for another season of Astros baseball. It may be the weekend, but it's still a work day for the Astros here in West Palm Beach. What did we learn from Saturday here at spring training? We learned both Jose Altuve and Yordan Alvarez will speak to reporters on Monday when the rest of the team reports. Both guys arriving early on Saturday. Jose taking some batting practice and some ground balls before that. And our camera was rolling as Yordan says what's up to GM Dana Brown. We also learned that manager Joe Espada can pick it. Here's video of Joe Espada playing first base during PFPs, pitchers fielding practice. Remember, Joe Espada last played a professional game 18 years ago. Guy looks great. And we also learned the Astros have a plan for Sunday, a weather plan. Rain expected here in the West Palm Beach area. We asked Espada what the plan may be.
We'll let you know tomorrow what we're going to do. Let's see.
And it appears it's on a need-to-know basis. And right now, we don't need to know. And that's what we learned on Saturday from Astros spring training here in West Palm Beach. If you're a baseball fan, there is no better place to see players and coaches up close than here at spring training. And right now, here's more proof. An unexpected encounter between the Astros' top player and one of their biggest fans. She arrived at this Astros workout wearing a green shirt and a straw hat. She's now leaving with a new pair of shoes.
Jimmy, Jose just gave me his shoes.
Jose is, of course, Jose Altuve. On Saturday, the Astros superstar reporting early to spring training, taking batting practice, laughing with teammates, and later signing autographs. That's when he spotted Donna Hopkins. Donna mentioned she liked Jose's shoes. A few seconds later, he slipped them off, placed them on the ground, and security brought them over to her. You're now watching her reaction. She is blown away.
Yeah.
Would
oh
you
my God.
dare to wear?
No. Oh my God.
The shoes were too white, Jose told her.
And I said, well, when you decide to get rid of them, I'll take them. And he just took them off and gave them to me.
Donna, from the Houston area, is one of the team's most loyal fans.
It's amazing.
It pays to be a familiar face. You're absolutely right.
She's been coming to spring training for decades, stays for weeks, armed with pens, photographs, and baseballs. The players recognize her. Altuve is her favorite, she told me, after bringing the shoes to show her husband, Jimmy.
Is this the coolest thing you've gotten?
By far. Well, yeah, for me, yes, because Jose is so special to me.
Donna dreams of one day seeing Jose elected to the Hall of Fame.
My hope is I'm alive when he makes it to the Hall of Fame.
She owns a massive autograph collection.
I'll see you guys around.
And in case you're wondering,
oh God, no.
keeps everything.
I don't sell anything. Ask him.
Come to our house and find out. Yes.
Jose Altuve's shoes are size 8.5. This pair, now belonging to Donna Hopkins, comes with a story and a half. And after giving those shoes to her husband, Donna was back at it getting autographs. And they don't just come to spring training. Last year, they attended 72 games at Minute Maid as well. So, yes, these two are definitely huge fans. Back to you.
Man, I'll tell you what, I don't know there's any player that spends as much time with the fans. I've seen him give away bats. I mean, he is so generous with his time, his stuff, his attention, everything.
Houston hero. We love him.
All the stars are here, and now it's time to board the bus on what could be the road to another World Series. I'm Jason Bristol. Welcome to Sports Extra from here in West Palm Beach. Zach Tawatari, Astros broadcaster Steve Sparks will be joining us in a moment. But first, All the big bats have arrived here at spring training a day early. Before the major rains rolled into West Palm, Alex Bregman, Kyle Tucker, Jose Abreu, Jeremy Pena, all showing up on Sunday to get ready for Monday's first full squad workout. As for Alex Bregman's future, he told us right now the Astros have not made a contract offer yet. Of course, his deal ends at the end of the season. But whatever happens, he's going to let his agent Scott Boras handle that so he can focus on playing.
We're listening to everything that the team has to say, and just letting Scott and the Astros do that together and handle that for me, so that way I could be fully focused on baseball, my teammates, winning, and the things that I love to do.
And Alex also very excited about the work he put in the offseason, says his swing feels the best it's ever been. Now, Jose Altuve speaking for the first time on Sunday. He's feeling great after all the injuries he endured last season. I asked him if he felt these Astros were again a contender for the World Series.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Good chemistry. Justin, Brady, Tucker, Alvarez. We have some new additions that definitely made the team better. Caratini and Josh are going to definitely improve this team. I feel like we are a good contender.
And because Jose did not play a complete season last year, right now he actually feels fresher. Now it's time to focus on pitchers and catchers, as of course they reported first to West Palm Beach. Now talking baseball here in West Palm Beach with Chris Gordy from Sports Talk 790. So Chris, what stands out to you most through these first few days of Astros spring training?
Well, to me, it's got to be the injuries with Justin Verlander and JP France because, look, even if those guys are both ready to go for opening day, there's a lot of questions with this rotation, and it starts with Framber Valdez and Christian Javier. I mean, they were both fine last year, but they were not their dominant selves we've come to expect. I mean, I know Framber had the no-hitter, but it was in the midst of a lot of bad outings for him. So solidifying this rotation and getting some great quality starts night in and night out from this rotation, that to me is the biggest concern. And if Verlander and France aren't ready for opening day, that's a huge concern.
What stood out to me most was obviously this Josh Hader, Ryan Presley situation. I think it was very smart for Joe Espada to come out on the first day and say, Josh Hader's my guy. We sat down, the three of us, talked it out, and certainly you know that the players appreciated that transparency.
Yeah, no doubt. And it lays out the foundation before we even start the season. We know who the closer is. Ryan Presley knows what his role is. Another manager might say, we're going to let the best man win and we'll let this thing play out. But that could cause for drama down the road. This eliminates that.
Yeah, and also when you look at the contract that Josh Hader was given, I think it was a foregone conclusion in many ways to say when you're making $95 million or you're getting a $95 million deal, you're going to be the guy in the ninth inning. And of course, you've got Ryan Presley saying it doesn't matter if I'm in the fourth, the sixth, the seventh, I still got to get 3 outs. So I think the way he handled it was probably the best way to handle it as well.
Yeah, and having two of the best closers doesn't hurt anything. I mean, this reminds me a little bit when they acquired Garrett Cole years ago when they already had Justin Verlander. Who cares who the ace is? You got one A ace, one B ace. Here you got one A closer, one B closer. Who cares? They're both going to play a lot. And Presley's going to pick up some saves.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. Josh Hader can't get saves every single night of the season.
No, and also you have a 1C in Brian Abreu. Let's not forget about that either. The catching situation I find fascinating because on Friday, Yainer Diaz mentioned that perhaps his biggest challenge will be calling a game with Justin Verlander and Framber Valdez, two pitchers he's never caught in a major league game, how he'll navigate perhaps when they don't have their best stuff. I'm fascinated how this is going to play out, given that, yes, Yainer Diaz is a nice prospect, but he's not Pudge Rodriguez, so it's going to be very interesting to see how much they, I don't want to say force feed these pairings, but to me it's going to be fascinating to see how this plays out.
Yeah, it was funny. We saw after a couple days of spring training, we saw Victor Caratini and Yainer Diaz both just tired, kind of just sitting on the golf cart, catching their breath. Look, these guys are in for a lot of work throughout this spring training and into the start of the season. They both have a lot of catching up to do, just getting on the same page with a lot of these pitchers that they've never caught before. And it kind of exacerbates last year when a lot of fans were saying, look, we like Maldonado, but like, let's give Yainer Diaz a little run with some of these guys if he's going to be the guy next year. We didn't see it, and now here we are. Yadier Diaz is playing catch-up, working with a lot of these big-name pitchers.
But I think it was also a comfort factor. Not just I think it was a comfort factor. We know it was a comfort factor that the vets liked throwing to Martin Maldonado.
The good news is on the flip side, 1 through 9, it solidifies your lineup that much more. You've got a great hitting catcher in Yadier Diaz, and honestly, Victor Caratini, his hitting numbers are pretty decent.
Chris Gordy, Sports Talk 790. Thanks for being with me here in West Palm Beach on Sports Extra.
Yeah, man, anytime.
Back here in West Palm Beach, a new manager for the Astros in 2024, Joe Espada. And with that, a new coach on his coaching staff, Dave Clark, who's actually an old coach as he's been here before, even was the interim manager in 2009 for the Astros. Dave Clark, or Clarky, is now the focus of tonight's Sports Extra. Dave, you haven't been in a big league uniform since 2020. Is this one of those situations as you get older, you now appreciate it more?
No doubt about it. Those 3 years away, you have a lot of time to reflect, think about some of the things you did well and some of the things that you could improve upon. And we all know the game of baseball is always something that you can learn every day. But yeah, it gave me a lot of time to just sit back and reflect on just the game itself. And being able to put this big league uniform on again is really, really, really good. Feels really good.
How did you get this job?
Well, it was came as a surprise, to be honest with you. I had been in contact a little bit with the Astros, and it finally came into fruition. I got a call right before Thanksgiving, and they said they wanted to meet with me, and I think the Monday afterwards, I flew down to Houston and met with those guys.
Wow. 2013 is when you were here.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's only one guy left from that team, Jose Altuve. I've seen you saying hello, introducing yourself. I imagine there's going to be a lot of that over the next few days. But Jose the player now and Jose the player then, man, what a difference.
Wow.
I can imagine.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I remember when he first got called up, you see this little guy and see some of the things that he could do, but you never would have, for me, I never would have thought that he would be who he is today. But I do know one thing, that the work ethic and his passion for the game, his love for the game, sometimes that carries over as well. It helps your performance, and he's just one of those guys that gets everything out of his natural ability.
I noticed in another interview you did, you mentioned that in 1990, you went to Jackson State.
Yes.
1990, there were 6 guys from Jackson State in the big leagues at that time. That has to be a story. I've never heard that before. One of the great stories of baseball that was never reported. What was it like living that? It
was amazing, and I try to bring that up quite a bit. We had a real good program down there, and Coach Robert Brady who's still my guy. He did a heck of a job, and at that particular time, it was a one-man show, but he had a lot of contact all over the country, and he brought in a lot of good ball players.
Oil Can Boyd,
yes, Marvin Freeman, yeah, Curtis Ford, guys like that. Howard
and then Wes
Farmer.
Chamberlain was on his way up.
Yeah.
I was looking at your stats. You hit .304 with 15 homers in 339 at-bats as a cleanup hitter in the big leagues. Is that where you felt most comfortable?
It didn't matter. I just wanted to play.
Did you know those numbers?
I did not know.
I looked it up on Baseball Reference.
I did not know those numbers. I did not know those numbers.
You were at your best as a cleanup hitter.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have told baseball that.
Why didn't those guys back then realize that?
I have no idea. But, I was having fun. It didn't really and truly didn't matter where I hit in the lineup. I just wanted to be out on the field.
And now it starts.
Yes,
Quest for another world championship. What's it going to take?
Well, it's just going to take everybody. Everybody doing what they're capable of doing, not trying to do too much. And you just hope we can stay away from injuries because, we know what that's all about. Injuries really can hurt a ball club. But I think if we stay healthy, we'll have an opportunity, a chance to be right back there again.
Dave Clark, thanks so much for the time.
You're welcome.
So where's Dave been? After being a coach for the Tigers, he then started coaching kids, and last season was the manager of an independent league team. And now, an update to a story we had last night on KHOU 11 News at 10. Jose Altuve giving his shoes to a die-hard fan, Donna Hopkins from the Houston area. On Sunday, I told Jose how thrilled Donna was by his gesture. And hearing that made Jose very happy.
I think she loved it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jose also knows Donna doesn't sell anything. She keeps everything. She is certainly one of Houston's best fans. That's it from West Palm Beach for now. Let's send it back to Zach in Houston.